Most people fail before they even get out of bed. And if you don't change this one thing, you will too. So here's a little story. It's Sunday evening. You're staying up late to squeeze every last second out of the weekend. And you end up, I don't know, playing some video games, binge watching a TV show. You just don't feel tired. And so you just keep waiting until you're going to feel sleepy. And then at some point you're like, okay, I really got to go to bed now because I got to get up in like 5 hours, right? So you force yourself to go to bed, but then you lay there for maybe another 45 minutes thinking about how much you hate Mondays, how the week's going to suck, and how you feel like life has no meaning. So you wake up a few hours later and you've got that buzzing feeling in your body. You just want to stay in bed. You want to stay in bed until the moment that if you don't get up, it's not that you're not going to be late for work. You're going to be late for work, but it's that moment in which you know that if you don't get up, people are going to notice that you're late. Can you relate? Do you see yourself in this scenario at all? Look, if you want to succeed in life, become healthy, wealthy, and wise, I have a game-changing truth that you might be overlooking. And it's this: your day starts the night before. And until you realize this fundamental truth, you're going to remain stuck in mediocrity. And I'm going to share with you some very specific ways that you can win at life. But before I do, please smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And if you like what you find here, if you think it's helpful, go ahead and spread it around, share it on social media. The story I began with was actually a story about my own experience. FOMO, the fear of missing out. It would keep me up late at night. I would just watch one more episode. I'd do one more level of a video game. And then I'd find myself awake. It's like 2 a.m. And then the next morning I'd know I'd have to force myself to get out of bed and go to work. And I'd just do it half-heartedly, eagerly awaiting that moment when I could just go home and go to sleep. Ironically, as soon as I would get home, I'd be wide awake. I'd eat some dinner and then I would repeat the entire cycle. And it's no wonder why I wasn't finding success in my life. Now, the thing that changed was when I got married about 10 years ago. My wife would go to bed at 9 p.m. because she needed to be up at 6 for work. And since I was on my own schedule, I would just stay up late and, then get up in time to have my first client. Pivotal moment for me came when I decided I was going to write a book. The question was, when could I possibly do that? So I decided I would try to get up an hour earlier every day and start writing. However, I wasn't able to wake up because, I wasn't going to bed any earlier. So I made a decision that I would start to go to bed the same time my wife did. Now, after a while, what started happening was I was getting about 7 or 8 hours of sleep. And by the time the morning came, well, I was well rested. I was ready to start a routine, and it really significantly changed my life. And now, even though the book is over, I still get up at about 5:30 every morning, and I go to bed somewhere around 9. And it has changed my life. I want you to imagine this. The key to successful tomorrow begins tonight. It sounds simple, but it's a profoundly impactful thing. And here's how it works. Quality of sleep is non-negotiable. Think of your sleep as the ultimate recharge for your body and your mind. It's not just about closing your eyes and laying in bed. It's about making those hours of rest count. You want to invest in a comfortable mattress, keep your room dark and cool, and maybe even try some soothing background noise if that helps. The goal is to wake up not just rested, but rejuvenated. So set your intention. Before you drift off, list 3 things that you want to achieve tomorrow. It doesn't have to be monumental. Some of the smallest tasks can be the most crucial. This is a practice that does 2 things. It gives you a clear focus of what the next day is going to be like, and it lets your unconscious mind mull over these objectives while you sleep. So basically, you're programming your brain to wake up with a purpose. Another thing you want to do is have a cool down ritual before you go to bed. Now, this might sound a little bit funny, but trust me, it works wonders. Before you tuck yourself in underneath the nice warm blanket, spend about 5 minutes just laying there without any covers. It lowers your body temperature, and science says that a cooler body temperature helps us fall asleep. So those 5 minutes that you're just laying there, you're actually prepping your body for optimal rest. Now, when you integrate these simple yet effective habits into your nightly routine, you're setting the stage for a more productive, fulfilling day ahead. And remember that tomorrow starts the night before, so let's make it count. Now, what do you do when you wake up? Now, the moment you wake up, don't just jump out of bed. Take a moment and envision the immediate future. It's about mentally walking through the first 20 minutes of the day. Imagine yourself getting up, grab a cup of coffee, stepping into the shower, brushing your teeth, and so on, and go through each step that leads up to the start of your day. Review these actions in your mind, but don't overthink them. This is just a mental rehearsal that sets the tone and intention. Now, the next thing I want you to do is arm yourself with a mantra. And the mantra is this: I will crush the day. Now, this isn't a phrase. It's a declaration of your readiness and your enthusiasm to take on whatever the day throws at you. Now, I do this every morning. I know it sounds a little silly, but when I look into the mirror and I just say, I'm going to crush the day, something happens within me. I start feeling more energized and more like I will crush the day. But wait, there's more. Establishing a morning ritual. Now, this could be a blend of meditation, exercise, or anything that centers you. For me, it's lighting some sage, listening to some music, and focusing on my breath for about 20 minutes. It's sacred time for me. This is when I connect with my higher self and I invite the power greater than myself to infuse my day with focus and clarity. Lastly, I want to invite the muse to inspire you. Your subconscious mind is a constant creator, even while you're asleep. And in the quiet of the morning, let all of that come forth and bring clarity. This isn't just wishful thinking. With practice, you begin to feel your intuition. Remember, intuition comes from within. It's your inner guide. And when you start your day by turning into it, you set yourself up for a day of inspired action and clear decision-making. Imagine the impact this might have, the consistency and the transformation. Think about this. They're simple but profound ideas that if you constantly follow these morning and evening rituals for a week, a month, or even a year, how would that change your life? Think about it. Like week 1, you start visualizing your day every morning and preparing the night before. Within just a week, you'll start to notice a shift. Your days will begin to feel more structured, less chaotic. You'll likely find yourself accomplishing more because you're starting each day with a clear plan and ending each night with purposeful preparation. It's about setting a rhythm. Even in a short span of a week, this rhythm can start to feel like a natural part of your life. Now, you've done it for a month. You've extended this practice. And that's when the magic really starts to happen. Your routine becomes part of your subconscious. You find yourself naturally waking up with a sense of purpose and going to bed feeling fulfilled. And it's not just about tasks that you're accomplishing. It's about the mindset shift. You're likely to feel like got more control in your life, like you're more centered and probably even more inspired. So it isn't just about habit formation. It's about life transformation. Now, let's say you've been doing this for an entire year. Imagine what the impact would be. It would be monumental. I mean, we're talking about a complete overhaul of how you approach life. A year of consistent practice would mean a year of steady growth, clarity, and productivity. You'd likely see a significant improvement, not just in your own personal and professional life, but in your overall well-being. It's about transformation, not just your day, but transforming your entire perspective on life. And if you found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe. I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.